I was having a conversation with one of my clients who's a move up buyer, but they've been in their current house for about 20 plus years and haven't bought a house in a long time. They're preparing to buy a house at the beach and it's their future retirement home, not yet ready to retire, a couple years away, but they're planning for that now. So I found myself kind of bringing them up to speed of what it's like to buy in today's current environment versus what it was like when they bought their last house 20 years ago. What has changed in the past 20 years? So obviously, prices are up. Things aren't what they were price wise in 2005. Prices are up significantly from 2020. So over the course of 20 years, prices are obviously up. So affordability remains a challenge. And our role as mortgage brokers in this market is to help you find the best terms for your financing. So the lowest rate and the lowest cost out there, so you have more purchasing power and affordability. So speed is another thing that has really changed in today's market. 20 plus years ago, you could look at a house, maybe take your time, get a pre-approval maybe over the coming days. If you see a house today in the market that might have been on the MLS this morning, you might want to go see that today because there's a good chance that they could have an offer tonight. So oftentimes, well-priced houses move quickly and have multiple offers and or a lot of activity and interest in them and usually move quickly. I generally say if a house is overpriced or it needs a lot of work or there's some challenges with it, those are usually the houses that are stale. They stay in the market for longer than they should, weeks, months at a time. Those are the stale properties. But for the majority of things I'm seeing out there, well-priced homes that show well and are in good shape generally sell very quickly. What else has changed in the past 20 years? So with home prices up, interest rates they're in a similar range to they were in about 2005. So I got started in the mortgage business in 2007, and the average fixed rate around late 2007 was closer to about 7%. So we were in a similar interest rate environment back around 2007, 2008 as we are now. So while it's not exactly 20 years, that's a good indicator of the duration of my career over 2 decades. I've been in the mortgage business since 2007. And when I got started, DocuSign did not exist. We printed out paper, and if somebody needed to sign something, either it was going to them via mail, FedEx, or I physically went to meet a lot of people to get signatures and meet them face to face and earn trust in a time when there was not a lot of trust in the mortgage business. The good news about today's industry is that the technology that is at our fingertips allows us to move at really quick speed to where instead of it taking weeks and weeks and weeks to close loans, we can move and get underwriting decisions in minutes, if not hours, and do a lot of work up front where that wasn't possible 20 years ago. So mortgage guidelines, while they're in a similar range, I find them to be easier to deal with today than they were in the past. Things were very restrictive in 2008, 2009, 2010 during the Great Recession while housing was collapsing in front of us. I got to witness it firsthand as I was getting my start in the mortgage business, seeing home prices on the decline. We're in a completely different market now with home prices appreciating on a consistent basis. But I find it a lot easier to get a mortgage now with less documentation requirements than I did 20 years ago. Because a lot of folks can get on the streamlined fast line track, and then there's so many third-party services that can help save time and energy to do certain things we need to do as part of the process. So even with the changes over past 20 years of real estate, what hasn't changed is owning a home. Investing in your own neighborhood and having a place to raise your family and be a part of a community. Whether you're renting a house or you're owning your own home, you are paying a mortgage. It could be the landlord's mortgage. It could be your mortgage. I personally find that I'd rather be paying my own mortgage. It is a forced savings account. By paying a mortgage down and not moving and doing nothing else, eventually that loan will be paid off and the home is free and clear. So if you have questions about what's changed in real estate or home buying or getting a mortgage in the past 20 years, maybe you've been out of the market for a while, but ready to make that next move, not sure where to get started, not sure how to get a plan in place, reach out to us. We're pros at this. We help people plan moves in advance, whether it's a week ahead of time or a year ahead of time. We can help you put everything in the right position so you're ready to make a move. Reach out to us at Philly Mortgage Brokers. You can find us at phillymb.com.